Hi there, and thanks for joining the role training on different role types for Handshake employer users. My name is Kendra, and I'm part of the employer team. We'll start reviewing the various type of roles that you can access through Handshake, starting with the two primary ones that core users will have, as well as additional roles specific to our premium partners. To start out with, we're now looking at a role type that is called a representative. Every employer at Handshake has access to a representative role, a recruiter role, an administrator role, and an owner role. With each additional role type, you get more and more access, with representative having the lowest amount of access available. In any cases where you have additional access points, you can always do the same functions that a previous role type can do. For instance, a recruiter can do everything a representative can do, plus more. An admin can do everything a recruiter can, plus more, and an owner can do everything an admin can, plus more. So we'll start with the representative role. You'll notice that logged in as a representative, you have a limited amount of functions available on your left-hand panel. What's important to note is that each role type is available to be used by an employer, but you can also go and access additional functions if you have a premium seat on top of a role type. So for example, you can have a representative role and have a premium seat, which gives you certain functionalities. We'll first look at this from the core functionality. As a representative, I can go to my own profile page and embed information about myself, my title, my work experience, and I can also view the company page. However, I cannot make any edits to the company page. I can just see it from the perspective of a student. Additionally, you'll notice that there are no available messaging or job tools available for a representative. The primary function of a representative is the ability to attend events that either the employer puts on or attend career fairs that the employer puts on. If an employer also has a premium employer account and is using the virtual event management suite, a representative can join in for different scheduled sessions as an interviewer. So when you're thinking about a representative role, associate it with limited access and an ability to participate in various employer events or fairs. When you click into an event, you'll be able to view any event, the details of it, and you'll also be able to see any RSVPs for the event. You can click on this, and you can go and message the individual students that appear in the RSVPs tab, meaning that they've already engaged with the employer. However, you cannot go and search for brand new candidates that have never reached out or done some sort of action with the employer. Additionally, if you have a representative that is part of a premium customer, they can go and help those that are running the event by launching things like the check-in kiosk. Keep in mind, the check-in kiosk is only available for those premium customers that have the virtual event management module, which we'll go over in a separate training. However, representatives can go and launch the kiosk and participate in the event. They can also download all RSVPs, or again, if the employer has the virtual event management or VEM module, They can go and download the check-ins. They can also add labels to the students. The same function happens with fairs, where they can go and participate in the fair. If they have any kind of schedule set up for the fair, they'll be able to go and see their own slot. Again, they can check RSVPs. And for those that are using the check-in kiosk, they can also go and set this up or download any check-ins. If they're participating in a schedule, they also have the ability to join that. And they'll typically be assigned a slot by the schedule owner. They can also go and copy the invite link if they're sending it out externally, but again, unless they're sending it to a student that has already engaged with the employer through an event, through the RSVP tab, they will not be able to engage with new students. Now let's take a look at what happens when you have increased access for a recruiter. All right, so now we're looking at a core recruiter profile. You'll notice that there are now new options available for relationships and postings. You'll also see that there's a new tab for on-campus interviews. What this means is that recruiters can do a few new things. Those with recruiter access can make small adjustments to the company itself, like add in and edit any jobs. They can also go and search students. They can search schools. But you'll notice that they do not have additional functions like school lists or school explorer. Again, this is because they have a core seat and not a premium seat. For functions like this, you'll need to have a premium seat as an individual recruiter in order to see those additional criteria. As a core recruiter, you can still go and create your own events. So you'll have this request event option, which was not available for representatives. You can participate and update the event itself. You can register for career fairs. If, again, you are an employer that has the virtual event management suite, you can still create a schedule. You don't have to have the premium seat to do this, but your employer needs to be a premium partner. And either way, you can host on-campus interviews. So to recap, if you are a recruiter that is part of a company that has premium functionality and the virtual event management suite, you'll have extra things such as the advanced company profile and the ability to create scheduled employer-hosted sessions. However, if you are a core recruiter at an employer who is also not a premium member, you will not have this scheduling feature, nor will you have the advanced company profile. Stay tuned for what you can do as a recruiter with premium functionality in just a few minutes. All right, before we go into what a premium account looks like, let's first wrap up what core accounts look like. Right now, we're looking at an account through the lens of an administrator role. You'll notice that the left-hand panel stays the same, and for the most part, the two type of options for recruiter and administrator are very similar. However, as an administrator, you have a few additional tricks where you can go and make edits to things like the company profile. Keep in mind that for both premium and non-premium customers, the only things that you can edit in your company profile are going to be things like your social sites, your descriptions, your logo, and your banner image. If you have questions on the company profile, please refer to the specific training for it, where you'll be able to see how you can go and add in additional assets for premium customers. In addition to the ability to make edits to the company profile, administrators also have the ability to send out invitations to teammates to become users under their organization, or they can enable that the recruiters are able to go and create new teammates. Administrators are also the individuals who are able to go and create other settings for global settings, such as the ability to pause the Apply on Handshake option. If you have questions around that, please refer to our jobs training. And as mentioned, they can go and add in additional teammates to the company profile, either manually or by copying the invitation link for their peers. Lastly, the final type of role for core accounts is the owner. The only difference between an owner and an administrator is that those with owner access have the ability to go and grant administrator access to their peers. That wraps up the capabilities for core users. Be sure to check out our premium user training. Again, remember that every function a core user can do, a premium user can do, plus more.